welcome. Let's take a look at Bitcoin and talk about the setup that is presenting itself to us right at this moment. We have a sweep on a significant untapped low here, and I've marked in the other times this happened throughout this uptrend. So I have a video on my channel all about sweeps of significant levels based on context. Right now, the context is an uptrend. So when we see a sweep on a significant low in the context of an uptrend, it's going to mark as a buying opportunity looking for the next major trending move. So that's what this is right here. And I want to talk about how to position, or at least how I position, where I'm not risking too much trying to get in at the exact lows. I get it. Everyone wants to buy the exact lows, but in a way that you can get some exposure at the lows, but then get aggressive a bit higher up once we get some confirmations that I'm going to talk about. So some indicators that will give us confirmations that the low is already in after seeing a setup like this. And so I'll talk about that in a little bit. I know everyone wants to get exposure right at the exact lows, and that's fine. I do so myself, but not with leverage yet. And that doesn't mean we can't add leverage higher up. So that's exactly what I'm going to talk about when it's a good idea to maybe get more aggressive, or at least how I handle my position sizing in a setup like this, where I'm not getting too aggressive too early and then kind of running the risk of getting shaken out prematurely before the next major trending move. So I'll talk about that, the position sizing, the confirmations with the indicators that I'm talking about here. But I do want to give a quick shout out to my new affiliate where they've set me up with an event. And the cool thing about this exchange is that they are allowing US customers and other customers that it might be geo-blocked. So they have a little exclusive event that they gave me here for new users. No KYC, no VPN, BitTinex exchange. And they're allowing US customers, other customers that geo-blocked for BingX and Bybit. When they reached out to me, I said, hey, I'm not really looking for another affiliate. I already have BingX and Bybit, which I'm happy with. However, I asked them, hey, I kind of need an exchange to offer people that allows US customers, because I've had a lot of messages of people saying, hey, I can't use your affiliate links because I'm located in the US or another country that might not allow them. And so I asked them, hey, do you guys allow US customers? And they said yes, surprisingly. So they set me up with an exclusive event. I used their exchange for a few weeks, and it was all good. I asked them questions about the safety of users' funds, when they're going to be listed on TradingView, things like that. Everything is looking good. So that's why I feel good offering this affiliate and kind of recommending the exchange to check it out. They set me up with a little event here. You can deposit $50, get $50 futures bonus, deposit $100 and trading volume of 3,000 USDT or greater, then get 100 futures bonus. So check these guys out. Links in the description for that, and you can click on this to register, get in on this exclusive trading bonus event. BingX, the one that I've been using, also just set me up with a new event. So new user bonuses where you can do a deposit of certain amounts and get up to 7,100 USDT. So they are doing a little event here, limited time for newer users who are making deposits. Also, we'll have a link for this specific event down in my description on BingX Exchange. So yeah, BitTinex and BingX, check those guys out if you need an exchange, especially those of you who haven't been able to use Bybit or BingX due to being in the US or another country. They have assured me that they are allowing US customers and that most of their affiliates are US based. So let's talk about this setup here. Confirmations. So when we get a setup like this, sweep on a significant level in the context of an uptrend, we want to get a bit interested, okay? So it doesn't mean we just instantly buy, but what it does mean is this might be a good buying opportunity, but looking for that next major trending move. And so I was talking about being safe and managing risk appropriately. How do you actually do that if you're trying to get in down here on a high time frame and you want to get positioned with a good enough size where you can actually make a decent amount of money on a move to the upside? Well, the thing that I do is I get in at these lows. I look for an entry down here, but I don't add any leverage at all. So it kind of takes me out of the possibility of getting prematurely shaken out on little fluctuations down here below the lows. And then I'll wait until we get a confirmation back above that level that was swept that our bottom is already confirmed and in. So what are those confirmations? There's a few things you can look at. One is RSI, a momentum-based confirmation, where if we see the RSI get back over that 50 level, okay, so we sweep the low and then we see RSI reclaim its 50 level, okay, on close. And so we can look back and take a look. So RSI gets back above its 50 level here on this candle. So you can then start getting more aggressive on lower time frame setups and add to the position that you had entered at the lows. So if it's me buying down here, small position, no leverage whatsoever, look for a confirmation. So for other confirmations other than RSI, like a cross up here, so we get that on this candle, get more aggressive on that one. So we already have a small position down here, can add on lower time frame pullbacks once we get a confirmation that our bottom is very likely in. Then it's okay to maybe add a little leverage because you're already positioned down here and you have that kind of hard set stop where you're wrong, and you can position appropriately using a very defined stop loss at the lows. So if we take a look here, we get that RSI above 50 on this candle. So looking for pullbacks in there and just expecting that the low is already in. If we take a look at our cross up on this indicator right there, so we have it on this candle. So kind of just expecting that once we get that, let's see, that cross up, could be RSI, could be the MACD, could be this indicator, or even the balance of power going into green. So that would be this candle where we start getting more aggressive and just expecting that the bottom's already in. See where it got us in on this one. Balance of power. So balance of power didn't get us in until all the way up here on this one. So perhaps not the best for that setup. This one, it did a good job. You can look at multiple things. So RSI gets over 50 right here after this sweep on low. Same thing with balance of power, but our cross up gets us in earlier. So on our TCI, cross up on this candle right here. So getting more aggressive once we get that confirmation that the low's in, we reclaim that sweep level. And so for this one, we would wait until that RSI comes back up, crosses over 50, wait for this balance of power to reclaim above its zero line into the green territory. We may even get a cross up here on this today, but we haven't reclaimed the level. So we want to reclaim that level and see that cross up. So that's kind of the idea with positioning appropriately, where if you want to get in with a significant position size, you want to use leverage. I get it. Everyone wants to make a bunch of money as much as possible in these big moves to the upside in a bullish market like this. But you want to do it in a smarter way. So if you're going to do it and there's nothing anyone can tell you that's going to stop you from getting aggressive, at least don't do it too soon. Don't use any leverage. If you're going to buy below these significant lows, sure, it's a great time to get in my opinion, but not with leverage, or you're going to run the risk of getting prematurely shaken out, risking too much, waiting for these confirmations first, getting position, looking for that next major trending move. And once you have those confirmations, yes, it's okay to then add to your current position that you may have entered at the lows, and it will bring your average up a little bit, but you're still going to have a better entry than you would have if you just started leveraging way up here. So just trying to be safe. That's all I'm saying here. Just being reasonable with the position sizing so you don't get prematurely shaken out, because that is kind of the goal of the market here. When we even see these sweeps on significant levels, the goal there is to shake people out. So that's why we typically see that's where the bottoms happen, is on those sweeps of significant levels like we saw in all those other pullbacks. So people get shaken out. Just don't get shaken out prematurely right before the major trending move, and then it goes on without you. Have a plan that's set in place, and also manage your risk appropriately, okay? So bullish on Bitcoin still, looking for that next major trending move, 85,000, 90,000, 100,000. Let's take a look at where we saw these sweeps on significant lows and what we saw after them, what type of moves we saw following those. So start at the bottom here. This one, we swept our significant low. See our high right there. So this is kind of the goal, is looking for this next major trending move. So here's this one. So this one would end up over 100K, this one 85K, and then finally this one here. So just looking for something similar to one of these moves. Doesn't have to be the exact same, but just looking for something like a strong follow through move between 85K and 107,000. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for. And you don't want to miss one of these moves, of course. I get it. No one wants to miss a major trending move. And how do you not miss a major trending move? It's not getting too aggressive too early and getting shaken out. Okay, so it's pretty simple. Just follow those rules and you're going to be all right. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.